Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of the Slide Through podcast. I believe this is episode 130. How the fuck are we feeling in this room right now? What's the vibe? Y'all let me know.
Good,
a little
man.
saucy, bro.
A little saucy already. You know what I'm saying? We already spilled some drinks before this podcast even started, man. That's how you know we saucy.
That's how we bless the floor. You know what I mean? That's how we
I
bless
blessed the bottle in different ways today.
Yeah, we had to bless. We had to bless the room before we start.
It smells great in here.
And it smells great. It smells wonderful. It smells like Patron and what was that flavor? Peach bang.
Peach bang.
Peach bang.
Peach bang.
It smells like
Peach
Patron
bang
and you know what I'm saying?
What kind of Red Bull you have?
Smell like cotton candy.
Blueberry.
And blueberry. That'll definitely
Smells
clean
like
the floor.
greatness in here.
Yeah, it smells like
like that.
success.
Success.
Yes.
I like
We have
that.
a returning guest. I'm so happy to see her. Man, these guests are hardworking, very talented, very lovely. Man, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Let them get this shit off. Please talk to the people.
What's up? I'm Nina out west. It's my girl.
What's good? Bethany Rose. I'm a tattoo artist from Salinas. I work out here in Monterey, though.
Upcoming. My little baby tattoo artist coming up. Apprentice. A horrible apprentice.
That's what I was about to say. Apprentice.
Horrible.
Apprentice. Little baby apprentice. Horrible apprentice. But I'm getting there.
Okay.
How you doing, man? A lot of things changed since the last time you were here. Like, obviously, the scenery has changed.
Definitely, I
You
like
came
it
from
like
the
it's
table.
laid back. I feel like, it's less businessy.
Yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
comfortable, chill.
it's very comfortable.
Yeah, well, last time it wasn't so comfortable, huh? It was like more like
It looked like we were about to have lunch last time.
Yeah.
Straight talking business
have a
last
supper.
time.
It kind of like we all had scoliosis or some shit.
I'm sick. Nah, yeah, it's so dope. So way more art in here. I like it. I love it. Before it was like, it was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool, but then we kind of set
But
the shit
then
up.
this is laid back.
Yeah.
This is what you really slide through to. This is the
you.
homie's fucking garage right here.
Yeah,
Homie's
exactly.
garage, just chilling, shooting the bull. Love it.
Hopefully it don't get too cold. Some homies' garages be cold as fuck. You know what I mean? You just ready to dip, but you too fucked up in the garage. You like, fuck, I know I can't go home right now. I gotta wait till
Step
shit's.
out, it's a wrap. Like,
Yeah, that wind gonna hit you.
That cold air finna hit you and it's over.
Out of here.
And for those who don't remember, man, we had Lena here at one of the previous episodes. It was like, what, 10 something? Was it still, were we in the hundreds yet?
I don't even think so,
I want to say the
bro.
90s.
It was
But
pretty early
yeah,
still.
but she was one of our first, female, artists here, and we're talking about a lot of business. So if you guys don't remember, don't recall, we would say, to go look back for it. And
No, for sure.
we do have an episode there with her, so you guys can understand a little bit about her and what she was going, what she was doing, and what she was, striving for. And yeah, we're welcome her, but back here again today.
That was such a different time for me. I feel like I've been through so much since then. That was a lot of work. Yeah, tattoo shit. I probably was not as tatted.
Hey, I don't think you had the blonde hair yet.
This is first of all supposed to be gray.
Oh, it was great. Oh,
Yeah.
Don't worry about me though.
It looked great to me, though. It looked great to me.
Definitely not. I wasn't even planning on staying around here at the
Okay.
time too. But that's where it's at. This is home. Central Coast, 831.
yeah. It's kind of hard to leave, and I feel like as soon as I leave it here, I miss it here.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like-
Tell me about it. We
Yeah.
just took a trip to LA to go tattoo, go network, and we're out in LA for like a good weekend. Well, not even. It was during the week. It was like Monday to
It
Wednesday.
felt like a weekend, yeah.
It felt like a weekend though.
Yeah.
And as soon as we we're just like, hey, I want to go home. We could have stayed a whole nother day.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
And we're just like, nah, I want to go home. I was really debating on moving back to LA, and that like confirmed it. I really don't want to go back to LA. It's not the same.
It's not.
It don't
it's
feel
not.
it don't feel authentic at all. No offense to where we were at in LA, but it was just not authentic. And I was just like, I'd rather be home. I'd
Yeah.
rather be home where the weather's the right temperature all the
I
time.
feel it.
The thing is because we're like raised at such a like more quiet space, more kind of low key space that once we go into more of a popular town, it kind of feels different for us. Like I'm not used to like
No,
big
I'm not
buildings.
I kinda
for
like
me,
that.
I would say for sure it's for me.
Oh.
I'm a little bit more like laid back, chill,
Yeah,
So being in like a big, like the hustle and bustle, it's like, fuck,
Yeah.
Constantly just like feeling like you have to keep up with everybody else. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I strive in the hustle and bustle. Exactly right. Like that feeling you got to keep up with everyone else. It kind of pushes you and makes you work even
Yeah,
more.
for sure,
I feel like
for
I'm always working. When I was in LA, I feel like I was always working, always on it, always doing something, always shooting some type of content. But just going back, it made me just like appreciate home so much more. I was like this close, like to losing it out here because the whole pandemic. I'm like, I've been
Yeah.
home so much, over it, but it just like confirmed that this right here is kind of the spot. I have everything I need right here in my reaches, and if I want to dip, I can, but everything's right here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Central Coast is bubbling up way more than
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
because everything else is getting kind of like implanty. Like you got people just kind of gentrifying everywhere, and out here it's kind of just everyone's just getting more creative right here. The originals that have
Yeah.
been here, just getting more creative with themselves.
Straight
That's
up.
true.
So y'all just came back from LA. You said networking. How does that work? So you guys just go over there and go to different tattoo shops and tattoo different people, or
This time we didn't.
This time we didn't. I have a couple like clients that lived out in here originally, and then they moved to like San Diego, LA area.
Down south
You know what I
area.
mean? So it makes it cool. It's easier, I guess, to network. You know what I mean? Because then like they move up there, they meet all their little people and shit, and then you go up there and it's like everyone wants a tattoo. You know what I mean? So like it takes one person to be like, oh, I know someone that's coming up that's a tattoo artist, and then it's kind of like a domino effect. At least like to me. You know what I mean? That's how it felt like
Yeah.
to me.
Everyone
for
always
sure.
wants a tattoo.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
tattoos
definitely.
are one things that will
Yeah.
like never go out of style.
Yeah.
Nah.
And once you get one, it's like
It's an
what is-
addiction.
what's the next one?
Yeah, for sure.
It's an addiction. I
For
would have never
sure.
thought I would have got face tattoos, but I was addicted. Like it's so hard not to want to get more and
Yeah.
just butcher my whole face. But but I'm
You,
gonna chill.
do you got the next one already planned? Like where? Nope. You just know like I'm about to get another
know
one.
when
Most
I know.
likely.
We have like a kind of like a plan, but
I'll keep going.
He's
You
just
know.
peeking through the blinds like Malcolm X right now.
It's a Tuesday night in downtown Monterey. You know where
it's Taco Tuesday.
the screams could be a little louder than usual.
So as far as tattooing, the last time you were here, was that your plan, or is that something that like
I mean, yeah.
you've always wanted to do, but now you're just like, all right, this is what I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
I've always like drawn like my whole life for as long as I can remember. Like I don't know if you guys remember like
Yeah.
magazine days when you go get magazines.
Yes, yes.
The writer Arte magazine.
Yes.
I would always cop those, and from there I would just like whatever I seen in there that I like, I would try to redo it on
Oh,
my
damn.
own. So I've always drawn. I've always been heavy into art, but I feel like I got distracted, like heavily distracted. I was moving around a lot. I kind of put that little dream on the back burner, and then just like I felt like my soul was dying. I'm like,
Oh shit! What?
yeah, I swear. Like, I know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't doing it because I had people in my head like, nah, focus on like social media, focus on like your look, focus on doing this and that. Like, you are a great personality, just keep going. So I put my personal dreams on the back burner, and I didn't feel right. I didn't feel right. It was cool. It was it was a good run, good experience, but I knew like I need to chill. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
This isn't like feeding my soul like I needed to, you know what I'm saying? So when I knew I was gonna stay back, Beth was already my tattoo artist.
Okay.
Already-
She's done a majority of your work,
yeah.
or okay?
Oh yeah, she's my permanent artist. She was-
Hey,
all my dumb ideas, she was right there. Like, you sure? All right, let's
Say
do it.
less.
face?
Say less.
That shit.
Say less. Say less.
Face tattoo. Let's
okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The first one we did on her, we did it at my house because the pandemic just happened, right? And my
Okay.
mom was there. She was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I was like, "Mom, get the hell out of
Miss
here."
Dottie. Miss Dottie's a real mama. Like,
Yeah,
she's a
hell
real
yeah.
mom.
She's like,
Yeah.
"Don't be getting no visible tattoos type of shit," you know. But
she was like, "You sure you want to do this?"
Yeah.
And then when we took my neck shot, we sent her a picture of it. She's like, "Why would you do that to Lena?" Why would you do that
a
to
couple
her?
Like it
days
was
went
your
by,
fault.
yeah, after being at home, and she was just like, we're just chilling there, and she's like, "I can't believe you did that to your friend's neck," and I was all, "She wanted it. What the hell do you mean?" Like,
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a real life
She's-
mom.
yeah, she's a mom
real
for sure,
mom, for
yeah.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
like granted her wish. What you mean?
yeah, she
A
wanted
real
it.
wish.
That's
She
what
sat
friends
through
are for.
it. It was her idea.
That was the worst pain of my life.
Oh, hell
That
yeah.
was horrible. I'm glad it wasn't in the shop. We were at the Airbnb when we did it.
Mhm.
In LA.
Yeah.
And I
downtown.
gotta be a little bitch out loud. I was, oof.
Yeah.
Were you crying? You screaming?
Damn, yeah,
Grunting?
screaming for sure.
Maybe.
Screaming.
I was
Hell
screaming
yeah.
though. That shit was horrible.
Towards like the last hour, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Cause it's big. It's like on my face, behind my neck. Like it's a pretty big banger, and
Yeah, I was like, if we're gonna do your neck, we have to go like,
we gotta
you know,
do it.
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do
You gotta
like,
go big. You gotta
Yeah,
go big.
hell
bro.
yeah.
I was bitching for a neck tat for like a minute, like a whole. Tat my neck today.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, okay, we'll get to it. I'm like, all right, how about today? never. And then finally, she's like, "Let's tattoo your neck today." I'm like,
Fuck
You know?
it, let's go.
"Let's get drunk first."
Uh-oh. Is that a good idea?
No.
I got drunk and I was like, "Nah." I was thinking about the pain too much. I was like, "Nah, we'll do it in the morning when I'm sober."
Yeah.
When I was sober, it was way better than.
Yeah.
Being
That's
lit.
always gonna be better.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm not doing this again, so finish it right now." Like, it was horrible. I'm good now.
Painful.
I'm chill for a while.
For a while, that did it for like the next couple months.
I said that, and then we came back and did the Nipsey portrait on her like 2 days after being
Okay.
back home.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, that was.
So how long have you been tattooing?
I've been tattooing a little over 2 years now. Not very long. Not very long.
What got you into it at first?
I used to do graffiti.
Hey.
Yeah, so I used to do graffiti, and then when I turned 18, I started getting tattooed by some dude in Salinas, and he knew I knew how to do like I was into like script, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
custom script, and so he knew that I knew how to draw that kind of shit, and he was like, oh, you know, like there's people who just do lettering art, like you know, learn how to tattoo, yada yada. So I was with him for like a year, and then he was just too busy to like. I felt like I got to a certain level, and then after that, he was kind of like.
Too
Like I
busy.
brought you this far, you know what I mean? So
Now you're on your own.
yeah, and then so one of my friends that I grew up with doing graffiti, he was the one like he's already been tattooing like 9 years now. So I told him like what was going on, and he was like, all right, well fucking come to my shop and I'll finish your apprenticeship. And so that's where I finished it. So yeah, that was a little over 2 years ago. Yeah.
So to become a tattoo artist, you got to go through a whole little.
It depends. Everyone's different. Like back then, like there was this whole like I guess like a stigma, I guess you could say. Like you had to have an apprenticeship or no one would take you serious, you know?
Yeah.
But now with YouTube and everything like that, like
Everyone's
I know
tattoo artist.
like I've met people who learned how to tattoo and they're dope like from their garage now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I think it just depends on like you as an individual at this point, you know what I mean, with everything so accessible, you know?
You don't necessarily need like a sensei.
No, I don't think so. Not anymore.
But I feel like
Definitely
it's
not
better
anymore.
to get,
Yeah,
like-
I think it definitely helps you cut corners. It gets you there faster, but you don't need that shit.
Get you to
anymore.
connect with people, but now with
for
social
sure.
media,
Were you
Yeah.
one of those that had to buy like I seen a video where like a tattoo
Pig skin?
artist,
Like-
yeah, he'd
Pig
get like
skin, yeah.
or chicken, and then like
Yeah.
if you can't get down on this, people won't probably won't
Yeah.
trust you on like
Yeah,
human skin.
for sure.
Like is that like?
Yeah, so the guy
did
who
you-
was first teaching me, he was like, we call him like old timers. Like he was super like,
Oh, geez.
like fuck new kids coming up.
Yeah.
Like this is the one way you have to do it. If you do it this way, it's wrong. You know. So he was super like I would tattoo oranges, pig skin, fucking fake skin, like, and like every day, like at the end of like my shift or whatever, I would have to show him what I did, and he would be like, "That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like that one's alright, but it's still
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But yeah, super like fucking like.
At least you know he was being honest because
Yeah,
many
for
people
sure.
won't. It's like
For
when
sure.
it's like when a rapper says that like he drops some heat, right? Or he drops some heat, and
Yeah.
his
Everyone in the room's like,
they're
"That
like,
was
yeah, that's
fire."
hard. But deep inside, like, man, this motherfucker is whack as
Yeah.
fuck. Like, man, that's fucked
It
up.
was-
Like
it was-
he's about to
yeah.
drop it. Like help him out. Be like, nah, man. Like you need to, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
and that pigskin kind of reminded me of that one show, Master Ink. Oh, what do you guys?
Ink
Ink Master or whatever.
Yeah, or
Master, yeah, when they
well,
compete or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. What you guys think of that show? You
Yeah.
think, you
I
guys
loved
think
it.
that's overplayed? You guys think that's not the real world? What you guys
Honestly,
think?
yeah. So I don't know. Like to me, it's like they're trying to get you to do like back pieces in 6 hours. That's the only
That's
like
intense.
unrealistic kind of thing in
Yeah,
my head.
unrealistic?
Yeah, but everything else, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty. I like it. I like watching the show. Like when it gets like a little like deep into it, when they're like kind of like narrowing down on the winners and shit, then it gets kind of dumb because they're like eliminating you from
Yeah.
the show over some dumb shit like the white
Yeah.
highlights like off or you didn't put it in the
Yeah.
right place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Then it got down to preferences. and
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
I feel like what's her name? Tattoo Baby should have stayed in way longer.
Hell yeah.
Should have stayed
Tattoo
in way
Baby's
longer. I
dope.
feel like she should have won the
Dope.
show.
Yeah, she should have. She's been on that show a couple times.
Twice.
I
Twice.
think. Yeah.
I think she went on. Did she do? There was like an all women's version.
I don't know. I
I
never
don't know.
seen that one. But I know that the first one
She
she
came
was on, they
first,
voted
yeah.
her off, and then America like voted her
Voted
back,
back on.
on the next season.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
she's
yeah.
dope.
back on.
Tattoo Baby's dope. She's
I
dope.
tweeted that tweet. I was like,
dope.
nah, let Uncle back.
And it was cool
made no
because
sense.
yeah, like she was super like shy and shit like that in the
Back
first.
then.
She was like really humble.
Yeah, really humble, and now
Yeah.
she's like, you know, she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
man, she's getting her
bad
shit
bitch.
off.
She's older. She knows
yeah,
she's a
you
bad
know.
bitch.
So like
She's
it
been
was,
in the
it's
game.
cool. It's cool. That was cool watching her fucking.
It's cool watching
her
that
transition.
show. It was cool watching that show.
Yeah, they
Like-
canceled it, I think,
Yeah, this
because
is
of the
the last
pandemic.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
canceled it.
Because that show was intense. Like, that was definitely a challenge. And it's pretty much like, bro, you're going to get these challenges. Can you chew
And it's
them up?
permanent on
Yeah.
top of that. Like,
I hate when they're like, they're
in front of America.
critiquing
Right.
the skins, and the skins are like, damn.
I know, huh? Like, yeah, your shit is fucked up. I do not like that shit. Whatever. But oh well, hey, you agreed to this. It's on you. Have a good
it's
day.
free. You know what I mean?
Free, you got a free tattoo.
Some of those
Yeah.
people on there though, I'd be like, "Fuck you! I'm not
Fucking
dealing with you. I'll tattoo
rude.
myself." Like,
Rude as fuck for a free
yeah,
tattoo.
you're
I'm
coming
like,
on here for a free tattoo and you're tripping.
Tripping.
Dumb
Yeah.
shit.
And it's not like it's someone who's never used like a tattoo gun. You know what I mean? It's someone that at
Yeah.
least got some type of
Yeah.
experience if they're going to be on TV. Like,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
it's usually big names. Like all the people on that show, they're like big named artists. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
like, if I didn't know shit about tattoos and I was going into that, I'd be like, all right, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
free tattoo from like a
I
big
like
named
the
artist.
the
you know?
West Coast versus East Coast versus the
Ooh,
South.
I haven't
was a
seen that.
cool
That
one.
one's cool.
I haven't
That was
seen
a
that.
cool
That was
season.
cool.
I was like, yeah, West Coast.
There was a dude who didn't like have any tattoos, but he was tattooing. How do you guys feel about like tattoo artists that don't have any tattoos but they tattoo?
Dude, you know what? The best artist in this county is the owner of Exclusive Ink. His name's Exclusive One. I don't know if you guys heard of him. Fucking like world renowned. I went to a.
I think that's what Ramsel works at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to a
Shout out
seminar in LA, and he didn't do my portraits, but the guy who works in the same, there's like a room like half the size of this. They work in the same room together. And when I walked in, he was like, "Did Juan do those portraits?" And I was like, "No," but the guy sitting next to him, Juan has no tattoos, and he has like he's won like trophies from like the biggest conventions in the world. You know what I mean? Like he's dope. So to me, it just depends on like. What
Just
your
depends
art
on your
looks
work.
like. Yeah, you know.
You
what I
don't
mean?
necessarily need.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know one
At least to
artist,
me,
too,
you know.
from Oakland. He gets down. I think his name's like Wheezy or something, and he gets down like crazy. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he started off as a tagger too, and I seen
Yeah.
his art. I'm like, go off, like damn,
Yeah.
like
No
inspo as
tats?
fuck, no tats,
No tats,
no
yeah.
tats. He goes, I wonder
Yeah.
how it feels to get tatted. I'd hate to get
Yeah,
tatted.
I think it's weird. 'cause-
I feel the same way.
yeah, like you don't understand the pain you're inflicting on your clients.
yeah, that's
but
what he was saying. He goes, that looks like
yeah.
it sucks.
Hell
He's
yeah,
like, I could
especially
never.
certain areas, you know. Yeah,
Yeah, there's certain areas that suck, and there's certain areas where like, oh, you know what? I don't really feel that much.
Yeah, it's like it's
that's
bearable,
cool.
and then there's other areas. It's like,
What was your worst
damn.
tattoo?
That
My
makes
worst
sense.
tattoo, my back for sure.
Ugh.
I had my whole back done. That shit's painful.
The whole
The
back.
spine, yeah, my whole back is done.
I want
Straight
my back
canvas.
done.
Dude, the
I want my
spine,
back.
the middle of the spine, that shit's terrible.
My question is, how do you take care of it afterwards? Because it's like you
Dude,
can't even
you know
reach
what?
there. Like how the
Honestly-
fuck you
You
get
just
there?
you roll on some alcohol.
Yeah, honestly, I'm terrible. I don't ever take care of my tattoos. I'm just like,
I tell her
when you have like a wound and shit, like your body heals itself, so it's kind of like your body behaves like the same way when you get a tattoo. But to my clients and shit, I'm like, use your fucking ointment. But to me, no, I just
I spray Aquaphor
dry
on
heal,
it.
you know.
Or
for
like
a
the
while.
spray kind.
Yeah,
Huh?
that
The
shit
spray
works
Aquaphor
good.
comes
Yeah.
in clutch. When I discovered
Yeah.
the spray Aquaphor, I was like, oh my god, thank God, because I hated rubbing like the ointment on, even with like a stick, just 'cause
Yeah.
it's like thick.
Yeah,
it's
When I
super
found the
thick.
spray, I'm like, boom,
Painful.
boom, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the spray.
Yeah.
Clutch. That's how I take care of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
She yells at me though. She's like, bro, you better take care of this one. All she does.
If not,
Too, yeah, and I'm over here all like,
she
yeah,
doesn't.
I don't take care of my
Well,
tattoos.
they say the,
Skin heals itself.
Yeah.
yeah, the people that give out advice never follow their own advice. Though.
No, I'm
Never.
forever.
Never. Mm-mm.
So how's Lena doing in her apprenticeship? Apprenticeship?
Honestly,
How do you
she's
even say
doing
that
good.
word,
She's
bro?
progressing
Gotta set the couple.
faster than I had like anticipated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just a little. I think it's easy for like anybody to get like distracted or whatever, you know. But like she be fighting through it and shit.
I know what I want.
yeah,
It's
you were
just-
definitely fighting it because I think you had like a, or were you were feeling sick or you were feeling like under the weather, and you tried to do a tattoo and then you couldn't. How was that? Tell us that
I
experience.
just got out of surgery.
Yeah, surgery. That's what it was.
But I was in the hospital for like 3 days, right? I wasn't good, but the whole time I was in there, my phone was dead for half the time, so I couldn't tell anyone. Can you please bring my notepad and my fucking
Yeah.
pencil so I could draw? So that shit was killing me. It was like the worst anxiety I felt in a long time. Like all I wanted to do was draw and see my kid,
Yeah, I couldn't.
and I
imagine
couldn't.
that
Like
shit.
I was just a horrible anxiety. Like now because of COVID. You can't have anyone in. They couldn't
Yeah,
even brought
I
it
don't
if
know,
they
I
wanted
couldn't
to.
imagine that.
Really?
Yeah, no one could come in.
No visitors.
No
at all?
visitors, nothing, because of COVID. So when I finally had got out of surgery, they're like, "You gotta take it easy. Don't push nothing all crazy." Nah, I was sitting on the couch for
Yeah.
like 2 hours. And I was like, "All right, who's trying to come through and get tattooed. It was like 1 a.m. I'm right there like, oh, I got this. No, I'm fine. Like I got
Your guts are all
my
fucking
guts are all hanging
inflamed
out.
and shit.
I had to see they cut me open like 4 spots. I'm like, nah, I got this. I'm cool. Like,
Oh damn.
I don't know. Like, I've never wanted something so much in my life where I felt like I really would risk my health over it. But it's horrible to say out loud, but
You just got that much passion and that heart.
that's how bad I want it. And I feel like I
Yeah.
wasted a lot of time fucking around. A lot of time fucking around, a lot of time wasted on other shit, knowing that I should have been doing this the whole time. Because when I do it, it just feels right. When I'm not doing it, I'm anxious to go and tattoo or learn something or watch a video or be drawing something. I wake up every day and just draw something, even if it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I draw something to get it out, and then hopefully I catch a tattoo that day. A lot of people want to get fucked up by me, surprisingly. Which is crazy.
I think what drives you too is like the tattooing community, especially here, is really small.
yeah.
Like everyone knows each
Super
other.
small.
So the moment like someone hears about someone new bubbling up, it's like, oh, all eyes are on you, kind of thing. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Oh shit.
So I think that like drives you a lot too.
Yeah. Because I've gotten advice from a lot
the
of
guy
OGs.
that taught me how to tattoo, the guy who finished my apprenticeship, like he was like, you're either gonna sink or swim, and we're all gonna watch, kind of thing. And I was like,
That's what I was just about to say. It's either a sink or swim type of thing,
and
right?
we're all gonna watch
Everyone's
you.
just gonna
know
watch
what I
you go
mean?
down.
That's no pressure, huh?
Yeah, so I feel
Everyone
like
hears.
that's what definitely like keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of like really great artists have hit me up saying like, keep going. Like, you're you know, you got potential. Like, keep at it. And I feel like I can't let those people down because they're not like mediocre artists either. They're like really good artists, shop owners, and just, you know, in my eyes, OGs that just bust out a portrait and like it's beautiful, like art, straight
Flawless.
art,
Yeah.
flawless, yeah. And it's just like, damn, they're looking at me like I gotta keep going.
You on the
like,
spot
I
now.
can't stop now. Like, I can't fuck around. This isn't something to fuck around with because this is
Straight
people's
up.
lives. This is
Yeah.
people's fucking dreams, careers, love, passion. Like, don't take that. Don't fuck around.
No,
with that.
yeah,
You
can't
On
fuck
their
around with
worst
that as a
days of their
joke.
lives,
Worst-
like
yeah, this is-
memorial tattoos, all that shit.
Like, this is
Yeah.
definitely something you don't fuck around with. I don't ever want to disrespect anyone in this community.
Yeah,
And like, look at me like, for real, dog.
Yeah.
Like, why did you even try then? Get kick rocks. I don't ever want to disrespect anyone, especially anyone that's ever given me like real advice. Like, I appreciate those OGs in my eyes. Like, okay, I got this.
So what takes you to decide to be like, all right, well, I'm ready to go ahead and tattoo on someone's skin? Like, obviously you practice on certain things, right? And then when you get that first body right there, all right, tell me where you want the tattoo. What's the
Hey,
emotions you're going through? What's going
You sure
through your
about
mind?
this?
Like,
You sure about this? I'm gonna make you sign a
is there
contract.
anxiety in that thing too, or
It took me a second. Like, honestly, I was bullshitting. She knows. Like, I was bullshitting for like 2 years, just like putting it off. Like, I don't know. It was scary. And like my first, I tattooed on like my people, like in my like inner circle that let me tattoo him, and it wasn't too nerve wracking. But the first time I tattooed for money, I was shaking. I
Hell
was
yeah.
fucking scared. I called her before, like, yo, is this normal? Like, I felt myself like anxiety. Like, yo, this is my first like. Old boy's paying me cashola for this tattoo.
Their hard-earned money. And
Yeah, I
shit
told him
that they,
just
like-
tip me, just tip me. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
hell
asking you for a
yeah.
price. Yo, I did it, but the whole time, like, I felt like I was already tattooing skin, and then I tattooed this one for actual money, and I was just like, everything I fucking learned went out the window. Everything I fucking learned just. I'm like, fuck. I feel myself shaking, hitting these fucking lines. I'm like, oh, now I can't pull a line. That's great. You know, it was scary as fuck. I fucked up that person. It was a cool tattoo.
Hey, but you know what? I feel like everybody should have a fucked up tattoo. I feel like everyone should have at least a
yeah.
one bad tattoo
I have a-
just to get the experience.
Yeah, and everyone does. I think everyone starts somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that person, they're like, it's cool, you can fuck me up. I've been fucked up before. I'm like, okay.
That's
But
the best.
I didn't want
yeah.
to. I didn't
Yeah,
want
hell
to
yeah.
do it though, because I know that person hangs out with a lot of tattoo artists, and they're like, I'm like, hopefully they don't show my shit to the OGs. Like, no.
Hey man, just think about Bob Ross. You only make what's it called? Happy mistakes.
mistakes.
Happy
Happy
mistakes.
accidents.
Happy,
Some shit.
happy accidents. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta keep that in mind.
But yeah, that was intense. Like, I'll never forget that first time actually, and he tipped me like $100. I was
Hey.
like, wow.
There you go.
Cool.
I fucked you up and you paid me $100. That's many. I was like, that's a whole trip and a half.
Bless your soul.
Yeah, I was like, shout out for everyone's drinks tonight. 'Cause she picked me up up right after. She's like, "You cool?" I was like, "No, let's get out of here."
Drinks on me.
all defeated and
I was
feeling all defeated and shit.
defeated.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a horrible feeling. I don't want to do it no more.
Was that the same feeling for you as well? Like first,
Dude, I used to be sweating like.
She told me. She made me feel better.
When I got the first shop I was at, I wasn't allowed to tattoo there. I had a tattoo at my house and then show them what I did. And when I got to the shop that I finished my apprenticeship at, the owner was like, "All right, you could do walk-ins, like nothing bigger than the palm of your hand." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like I never tattooed anyone else outside of like friends, family. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely same thing. I think everyone goes through that.
She told me the same advice. Don't tattoo bigger than the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
Was my
Straight
dumbass
up.
do? Trying to fucking do like the biggest fucking piece I could do. I'm like,
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's
do my
easier
whole
this
leg.
way.
Yeah.
She's like, bro, you don't
I'm
listen. I
like,
was
just
like,
do something because like
Yeah.
a big tattoo is just a bunch of small tattoos. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, master the small shit and you'll be good with the big shit.
Like the other
when it
day, I
comes,
did
you
a
know?
Building
memorial
Legos.
tattoo, and I was doing really good on it. Like I felt really confident. When we got back from LA, like I was a brand new bitch. I was like, yeah. I went to LA, got some inspo, got some fucking,
Got some culture.
got some culture real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was in the art district. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Came back, right? And then all of a sudden, when it came to like the actual numbers of the fucking memorial piece, butchered it. Fucked it up. I was like, I was doing so good up until this point. And I was like, damn it. I'm like, do you like it? They're like, oh, I
At least you
love
can be
it.
honest about it too, though, because
Yeah,
some
I
people
have
like
to. I can't lie to myself.
some people they can't do that shit. They
I
can't
can't-
be
I won't
like,
lie to
"Oh, dude,
myself.
that was fucked up." You
I'm
know
not
what I
cocky
mean?
on it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll
Cocky
fuck
on
it.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, at least
Oh,
at least you
not
could be
cocky on it.
honest with yourself about shit. You know.
Yeah, I am not. I'm not.
Yeah.
You
Like-
tell me I have a shitty tattoo, I'm gonna believe you. I'm
you
like,
start blaming it on the
what?
purpose. Like, no, he started squirming the entire
started
time.
moving.
Like,
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
experienced my first tattoo like that. It was doing really good. Like I was doing really good. I was packing black is like this whole different fucking situation where it's not easy, right? And so someone wanted a Dragon Ball Z tattoo, like silhouette type shit. Oh, I was winning. I was like, yeah, this is coming out great. Next thing they know, they're like started moving, started twitching, and they're like, yo, I don't think I could finish this. I'm like, yo,
Tensing up, huh?
Yeah, they're like, I'm almost done. I'm almost
They're
done.
like subconsciously like
They
scooting
gotta
away
earn
from
it.
you and
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
I mean, when I start feeling that pain, I'm like, gotta earn it, gotta earn it, gotta earn it. You know?
Temporary. Yeah.
It's-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel as the tattoo artist that like once they're like, oh, no, you guys are almost done, right? It's like, oh no, I don't think I can finish it. It's like, no, come on, just go ahead, keep
Yeah,
pushing
I'm
like
just
another
like,
30
dude,
minutes.
you've been sitting here for like
Are you
6
just like
hours
pussy? Like,
already.
come on.
Just
Yeah.
fucking, just
That's
Sure.
do
me.
it.
That's
You
me with
know.
her. And I only do it because I know it's her. It's only usually us two. So I'm like, all right, friend. All right. Okay, I'm done.
like,
She goes,
dude.
bro, you're not fucking done. Take it.
Yeah.
And like, it hurts so bad,
Yeah.
but
Anybody ever pass out on y'all? Or like, what's the worst tattoo
sure.
stories you guys got? Give me some bad tattoo stories.
Let's go.
You know what?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Couple. Should I tell
Let's say it all, baby. This is a slide through.
Need some water?
This is a slide through podcast right here.
This has nothing to do with anyone passing out.
Inhaler,
Take
hold
a
on.
sip.
Let's go. Let's
I've
go.
seen some fucked.
when I first
Alright.
started apprenticing her, we were at a shop where it's like super mania. I don't know if you ever watched that show.
Have you seen Black Ink?
Black Ink?
Mm-hmm.
We were
It's
in
a
a Black Ink shop.
West
that,
Coast
like,
version.
like, yeah, hell yeah, it was crazy. I always say like tattooing kind of like stole my innocence. Like I didn't realize how fucking crazy people are until like you're tattooing all kinds of different people. So the craziest shit that just happened to me recently, I tattooed this dude, right? Cool ass guy, whatever. He's over here telling me about like his life story. I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. Like 2 days later, I had an appointment. I usually work by appointment, so I had an appointment with some other chick, right? And so she was like, I kind of felt set up. Like at the end of it all, I was like, damn, like this bitch came in with a fucking
An agenda.
yeah.
agenda.
So she comes in or whatever, and I'm like tattooing her, and she's like, what's like your favorite tattoo you did? And I was like, I told her. She's like, oh well, my favorite tattoo is this one, and it was that guy that I had just tattooed like a
It
few
was her
days prior.
mans.
Yeah, but I didn't know that,
Yeah,
right?
we didn't know that.
So I was like, yeah, that guy's hella cool, whatever, blah, blah. And so she's just like saying like little things, like, and I'm like, oh, like, you know him? She's like, yeah, I know him. She's like, how do you know him? I was like, oh, I know his ex, and I know his baby mama is my friend's cousin. And she's like, her whole face turns white, and I'm like, what did I say? She's like, he has a kid? And I was like, oh. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, dude, I've been with him for like 4 years. I didn't know he had a fucking kid. I was just like,
How old's the kid?
The kid's like grown as shit.
Okay,
Like, I don't
okay.
know how old the kid is. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
You probably tattooed him.
Oh, so the entire 4 years.
I'm like, oh my
Like
god.
5. I don't know. The kid's fucking like a, like a
Hell yeah,
kid.
like a kid, like not a
It don't
baby.
matter,
He's
it
like a
don't matter.
little, you know?
Bro, wait, what's his name? Oh, that's not him. That's not
I'm
him.
like,
That's not him.
yeah. I was like, oh my god. And she knows him, so I fucking call her. I'm like, bitch,
Yo.
you're never gonna believe this
I was
shit.
like, yo,
Like,
just deny till you die.
yeah. I was like, dude.
You know what? I think that wasn't me.
Honestly, yeah. So I told her I was all trying to like, but I
Yeah,
couldn't.
play it
I
off.
was like, yeah. And then so after she left or whatever, like a couple days goes by and he texts me, right? And I just see his number in my phone. I'm like, I don't want to open that shit. Luckily, he's never said anything. Like, hopefully, he doesn't watch this shit because then he's gonna know I outed his ass by accident.
There's no names.
But
No
no
names.
names,
No
no names, no
no
face,
names.
no
No
case.
case.
But yeah, dude, I was like,
So,
oh my god.
so
see
when you
people
finish that
pass
tattoo,
out.
you're like, oh, she about to go home and about to.
Hell yeah.
Oh, she
Hell yeah.
better go
I
off.
ended up tattooing. I actually tattooed her today, and I was like, "Oh, have you?" She's like,
Aw.
"Hell no." She ended up moving out of town.
Really?
Like, she's like, "Fuck that fool!" Like, blah blah blah. Like, I left him. I moved towns. Like, blah. And
Hey,
I'm
you
like,
go, queen.
damn, that's crazy.
You go, queen.
I was like, how did you go that long without knowing him? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
but that's some skills to keep that shit on the level.
Like, damn.
You gotta give a boy
Get
time.
a
Real
little
shit.
murder.
Especially if you got one phone, that's crazy.
Nah, that's my nephew. That's my nephew. What you
That's my
talking about?
nephew.
Yeah,
What you
hell
talking
yeah.
about? I got strong
Hell
genes.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I got strong genes.
She
What you
said one
talking
time
about?
she was cleaning his room and she found like a little kid shirt and she's like, "What is this?" And he was like, "It's none of your business," and just took it from her. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, no. Okay,
That's
so
for
what
sure is
about-
the crazy. Like,
Nah, I don't know. There's some crazy shit. That time we were literally walking into the shop. Like we just went to go get like munchies real quick. We went on a munch run. As soon as we come in, there was like this dude that was acting like all chingon, like all fucking
oh, the
badass.
Fools
before
Gone
we-
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah.
oh, that guy too. No.
Yeah.
So this guy was acting like a hard ass, right? And when as soon as we walked in, we opened the door. The shooter, the Jordan, the shooter, the shooter. All we see
Shooter?
is old boy just fall back. You just see his little Jordan sticking out the
Just peeking
booth.
out the yeah.
What you
We got the
mean?
breads on. We
Yeah,
got the
'cause
breads
so
on.
when he came in, he was acting all like you know,
me, I'm a shooter.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo, like
But basically,
badass
that's what he
dude.
was saying. Like he was
Yeah.
on one, you know.
On a good
So we come
one.
inside and like I just see some little Jordans like peeking out the like side
Little
of the.
Jordans,
I'm
though.
all,
Why you guys keep saying?
Well, what size? What size
I'd have
Jordans?
been like 8.5 or something.
8.5.
No, he was so
Yeah.
a small guy. I was like, what the hell? So I walk over and he like realizes that someone else sees him on the floor and he just like stands up real quick.
Yeah,
and he's
because
like,
everyone was
he's
facing
like, I'm good.
us. Like
I'm
all
good.
the artists were like facing us as we're walking
Yeah.
through the door. Everyone's attention
The
was on
shop
the door.
owner's on the phone and he
Yeah,
turns
just
around and he's
looking-
all, "You good or what?" And the guy's all, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was all, "What the
It was
fuck just
bad.
happened?"
It
Yeah,
was
there's been a
fucking
couple.
hilarious.
We've
There's
had
been
a
some
client
shit.
come out on Fools Gone Wild. Have you guys seen that page?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
That page is really popular.
That dude
This
was
guy
crazy.
came to the shop we're at, right? Acting up, you could tell he was on a good trip. He was on
Yeah.
a good one, just like
Just got out of
Like,
like
yeah,
jail,
like, he
like
was walking
trying to
around.
get tatted. Yeah. So he came in and he's like, "I want to get my wife's like lips on my face," and I was like,
Uh-oh.
I was like, all right, well, I don't have
Face,
time, but like my friend does. I like one of my friends that I tattooed with. So he's like, yeah, I'll do it. So he gets like 2 kisses right here and like 4 on this side. Or,
That's
like,
one
right
crazy.
here,
and
and
4 right
yeah.
here.
Okay,
Fucking
okay,
nuts.
okay.
Norte, that's why. And I was all, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no one asked, old
Yeah,
boy.
we're just
He was
like-
we
He's
just
like,
all
in the
looked
name
at
of
him
love,
like,
Norte,
what
bro.
Yeah.
In the name of love, Norte.
And then there was some.
In the name of love,
Yeah, I was all, what the
It's a
fuck?
bunch of kisses, dude.
Dude, yeah, all over his
One-
face.
one kiss
one
here,
and then 4 on the
and
other
this
side.
perfect
Yeah,
square right here.
I was
Talking
like-
about, yeah, this is for Jolies.
Yeah, I was like, this is a trip.
I'm like, no, not Jolies.
So he's all, so whatever, my fucking friend does him or whatever, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to the ATM, never comes back. Dips on the tattoo, doesn't pay nothing. My friend's like, whatever, fuck it, I didn't want to, whatever. He's so like a month goes by, and I'm at the shop by myself, and this dude comes back, and he's hella mad. He's like, yeah, he's all, your friend fucked up my face, and I was like, dude, that was
Sir,
all your idea.
Sir, you
Like, yeah.
fucked up your face.
Yeah, so I was like, well, he's not here right now, so come back later if you want to talk to him.
Yeah,
So
it
he
was
comes
bad.
back, and at this time we didn't know that he was on Fool's Gone Wild. So when my friend had posted like the story, someone had sent it to Fool's Gone Wild, and we didn't know, you know. So when he came back, he comes in all crazy, and he goes up to my friend. He's like, "Why'd you put me all over the internet?" And my friend's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, we didn't, you know." And he pulls up Fool's Gone Wild, and sure enough, it's him. And we're like, "What the fuck?"
I'm
It was
dead.
crazy. It was
hilarious.
so crazy.
Damn.
That
It was
shop
the
was
funniest
crazy.
shit.
Please send that video to the Slide Through
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, please.
Hell yeah, we
And if you see a guy with a bunch of lips on his face, tell him to pay his tattoo
Yo, I
artist.
seen him like a week later. I seen
Dude,
it was Thanksgiving. I was at Safeway and Marina.
Yeah,
I was
he's
at
crazy.
Safeway and Marina getting fucking groceries for fucking Thanksgiving. Who's in the line next to me? Oh boy.
Yeah.
I just started laughing.
Saw lip face.
Started laughing.
Even with the mask on,
Outside,
you
you
can
see it through the mask.
I was like, oh shit, it's lip face.
It was before
It
pandemic.
was before the pandemic.
Yeah, so my sister-in-law was like, "Why the fuck are you
It was
laughing, you
the
weirdo?"
holidays
It was
before
the holidays,
pandemic,
holidays
yeah.
before. I was like, "Bro, don't be loud, but look behind me, and just tell me what's funny behind me." And she was like, "All right." So she turns around, she goes, "Whoa, that guy's face is fucked off." Like
He had
it's
like
so
lettering
loud.
right here.
It's
like
bad. It was-
It's just fucked.
That
yeah.
was probably like the funniest shit I've ever came across in a tattoo shop.
I mean, was it a good pair of lips? Anyways, did his girl have good lips?
Dude, honestly, I was just seeing that shit from like a distance. Like I was in
Did
my
not
booth,
see
he
that
was in
close.
his.
Did not get that close to just be like, "Oh yeah, those lips look great."
Because when he first came in, he wanted like he was trying to come in as a walk-in, and I was like, hell no, I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
in the
like, that
tattoo,
wasn't
bro.
it.
I was like, wait for my friend. He'll
you
tattoo
could tell how
anybody.
skittish. He was all skittish too, like a stray cat. Like,
yeah, like he was just
ugh.
yeah.
He just wasn't feeling that energy.
No,
No, I don't even think you had a tattoo because I remember just sitting there, just
Yeah, I
like
was like,
watching.
I don't
I remember being on like the little
tattoo
thing, like, what the fuck is this dude's problem?
Yeah.
Like, so concerned for
Yeah.
everybody. Like, is it gonna go down here? Because if
Yeah.
it's gonna go down,
So when he came back, my friend and him
You
started
got that? You
arguing.
got that fucking needle ready?
Yeah, him and my friend start arguing, the tattoo artist, and I'm like tattooing my client. And I was like, "Hey, we're gonna have to move because these fools are for sure gonna start fighting."
yeah, we
right
like
now.
backed up,
You
like,
know, so
behind,
we
like,
get
this little
up, we go
wall.
in like the owner's booth, and we're just like waiting for
just
it to play
peeping
out.
shit to just go down. We're like, yeah, it's
super
gonna
ratchet,
go down.
super ratchet.
It was great though.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun. That was like our first like rides together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's crazy.
it was.
Hey, y'all go scroll in the archives, you know what I mean? Fool's Gone Wild.
Go
Check that shit
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
you
you're
know?
gonna
Wild.
see it. That's
Yeah, man.
I'm
right
gonna
here.
send you guys that shit.
That
Yeah,
was
shout out to
dope.
Fool's Gone Wild. Love that page.
Yeah,
Good
that
page.
was bad.
I remember the caption was like, "Where's this fool from?" And people were saying like Modesto, Manteca, Stockton. I was like,
They gotta
"Fuck."
be. Like, no, he's from Police.
Did you ever find out where he's from?
Police.
Holy or Hollister?
He came.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing he said.
Yeah.
Northside Police. Like,
Yeah.
not
Police, that's what they say? I didn't even know.
And there was these like innocent little kids, like you could tell they were just probably turned 18, wanting their first tattoos. He was like banging on them in the lobby.
Like the square
and
Monterey
we're just like,
kids.
Damn.
dude, what are you
Like,
doing?
went to
Get
Monterey
out
High.
of here! Like you're not allowed back
They were
here
in
after
AP.
this.
Yo, man, Shawty's trying to get a heart and a star on her shoulder. Like, come on.
Yeah,
She's trying to get an affinity center.
yeah. Her
Trying
mom's
to get a
name,
yes.
fucking.
Yes.
Trying to get a BMW.
Yeah, her dog's paw
She's going to
print.
college next week.
Fuck, dude.
That was
sad.
great.
Hell
We
yeah.
had some memories, fucked up memories.
that shit was
man.
fun.
That was
That's cool.
great.
Y'all being tattoo artists, is there any tattoo styles that you guys see? Well, not styles, but like any tattoos you guys think like, oh, that's kind of out of style? Like,
Like old school, like 90s tribal. Like I think that
Oh,
shit's
90s
out.
tribal
That
dark.
shit's out.
Love
I
that.
think, you know.
How about that
love it on
cartoon? How about
Like-
that 3D poppy cartoon style?
That
That's
shit's
new
cool.
school,
I
like
think
new
that
school
shit's
shit.
cool.
New school, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, but I wouldn't do it.
like if someone comes up to you and wants to get a NorCal star or like a famous F that
The
says like
famous
family,
F.
First
you
of
know?
all,
Yeah.
shout out to the girls, the NorCal stars, everywhere on their chest,
With the cherries
On the
and the
wrist.
Playboy bunnies. and
the Playboy.
shit.
Shout out to the girls with the Playboy bunnies. on
Hell
their
yeah.
still
I know
putting
some
it
guys
down.
with the Playboy bunnies.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shout out to all them. Those are classics. That's what I grew up fucking seeing. Like my brother's generation,
Cheetah
like
prints and
30s,
shit.
the cheetah print girl.
Yeah, the cheetah print half
The
sleeve.
cheetah print half sleeves.
Like, what?
And
That's crazy.
No,
Can't forget the crosses.
The crosses.
I got a
Oh,
cross.
They ain't never read
cross
the
on their
Bible in their
face.
life.
I love it.
And what about those? What are they called? The dream catchers.
The dream
Oh, yeah,
catchers.
the
Dream catchers.
Yeah.
So many
Music notes.
So many chicks had those in high school. I was
Please, don't
like,
look at me like that.
Obviously, the rose.
Yo, don't look at me like that
Hey,
again.
roses are timeless.
I'll be-
Roses are
roses are
timeless.
No, roses
No,
are
roses are timeless. I love love
Full of
roses.
Homeless,
Oh,
yeah.
all of a sudden,
Roses and skulls.
all of
I
a
love
sudden,
You can't
No,
go
they-
wrong with that. You
timeless.
can't go wrong.
I
with
love
that.
skulls. I could go everything
yeah.
skull.
I have 9
yeah.
roses on me right now.
9 roses.
I have hella roses too.
Do
on
you?
me.
Have you counted
Yeah.
them up? Someone asked me
Shit,
at the
I
other
got
day,
like-
so I had to count them up. I have 9 roses. I'm gonna stop right here.
You ever thought of a different flower? Sunflower?
No. Yeah, I thought about
Dandelion.
Lavender.
Daisy.
Lavender. You ever thought about a lavender?
about one other flower, and she doesn't want to do it, and it's the hibiscus flower. Out of respect to like someone that was in my life, may she rest in peace. But that flower specifically reminds me of her, and it's just a beautiful flower. Like she had them on her property, and I would want a hibiscus flower, but I don't know where I'd put it at this point. It goes with nothing I have on me, so
June, can you pull up a hibiscus flower? I've never seen what they look
Please,
like.
please.
It's like the Hawaiian flowers.
Jamaica.
I
It's
drink
the
Hawaiian
Jamaica.
flower?
I even have
I've ate
Jamaica.
Jamaica. I've drank hibiscus tea, but I mean, what the fuck?
Has some
the
some weed
flower.
named after hibiscus.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful flower.
that's dope. I fuck with
That's a
that.
beautiful. I just think like calm when I see that flower. I'm like calm. I'm usually hype as
some
fuck
serenity
24/7.
Oh yeah, that's more
But when I see
calm.
that flower, like I
Definitely-
feel peace.
Yeah, peaceful vibe. I was just about to say that.
Peaceful, Yeah. Like that's how I feel when I see that specific.
If you were to
flower.
get it, what color would you get it colored
I
or
don't like
no
color.
color?
I have one
Honestly, I
color
think they look
tattoo.
better in color though.
Yeah, but I don't.
Those
on
kind of
me
flowers, at
personally,
least.
Lena, you got no color tattoos?
I have one color tattoo. It's on my face.
That's it.
It's a broken heart, red broken heart, ratchet as fuck on my face.
And is that gonna be the only one?
Yep.
That's hard. All my colors have. I mean, all my tats have a little bit of color. in
I
it.
like colored tattoos on other folk, but on me, I can't really see it.
I like black and gray with a little bit of color in
I like
it.
Yeah.
just black
I
and
think
gray.
that shit.
I attempted color on someone's back, and it's like a whole different ball game. And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I
it
fucked you
is.
up. You're fucked.
Uh-oh,
I'm
sorry."
so sorry." Like, but it ended up coming out cool. Now
Yeah.
that I look at it now, like healed, it's cool. But I personally would do color.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait on it. Like, huh?
Yeah, you gotta wait on it
Yeah.
I
sometimes.
prayed on it.
Yeah.
God was like, "I
Prayed
got
on
you,
it.
sister. You've been cool lately."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but nah, not on me personally. What about you?
I have one color tattoo too. I just personally don't like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where?
My friend Alyssa did it. We traded tattoos. I did some lettering on her,
Wow.
and she did It's like an
Wow.
American traditional
Wow.
piece.
I
That's all
like
you like?
that kind. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like
Yeah.
that's more my style. Like I mean, I only have 3, but like I feel like that's been getting into like more. That's what interests me more.
Yeah, and
But,
that,
like
yeah. that shit's dope because that was like the foundation of tattooing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, tattooing.
Like
wouldn't be
honestly, I
what
don't
tattooing
even
is,
I don't
you
feel
know?
comfortable attempting traditional tattoo because
Yeah.
it's so like it looks simple, like
But
it's
it's not,
it's really
yeah,
not. Like
yeah.
there's so much respect towards that type of
Yeah.
tattooing too. If I even try to attempt it, I feel like people are
Yeah.
just gonna cover my neck. Like,
sure.
bitch, you better
Hella
sit your ass
rules.
back
Yeah.
Yeah,
down.
there's a lot of rules to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
traditional.
mean the tattoo culture is just like it's so huge. Like it's very impactful. Like you think about tattoo culture, that shit's like a branch with hip hop. It's a branch with rock and
Mr.
roll.
Cartoon.
It's a branch with skaters. It's a
Yeah,
branch
hell
with
yeah.
celebrities. Like it's just crazy how
Every
like
walk of life.
tattoos really connects with a lot of people. Like
Every walk
I
of
feel like
life,
Mr. Cartoon
yeah.
really paved the way for that shit.
Yeah.
When he was
Yeah.
going on tour with like Cypress Hill, he tattooed everybody. He was literally like
50
he said, if you ever
Cent,
seen
Eminem,
Yeah.
the
fucking-
documentary LA
yes.
Originals,
Yes, I love
he
that
literally like
documentary.
he was joking around, but it was dead ass. He was like, "Yeah, this is the cartoon tour, but featuring 50 Cent, Eminem, Cypress Hill." It was dead ass. Like
Exhibit. I mean,
it really put.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and before he was
hip-hop with
tattooing them, he
tattoos.
was designing their albums and shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's so many.
That's
like,
crazy.
He's an inspo as fuck. I would
Hell
definitely
yeah.
want to.
definitely.
He's like your favorite artist, your favorite tattoo artist, favorite tattoo artist.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, your favorite tattoo
Yeah,
artist,
hell
favorite
yeah.
tattoo artist for real. He's a big inspo. That's definitely what. And like
funny.
with the Esteban taking the photos hand in hand, like
Dynamic
everything,
duo.
like
Yeah.
dynamic duo.
I've always heard that's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, but I've never heard that's your favorite tattoo artist.
Favorite tattoo
artist.
But I guess you gotta be
Different
immersed in the
worlds.
culture to go ahead and know
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is. You know what I mean?
Different worlds.
Yeah.
I tell her this shit
Yeah.
all the time. Like different worlds. Like there's a tattoo world, there's a hip hop world, right? Where like us, we only kick it with none but artists, and that does include like rappers and singers and stuff. But the majority is real life, like tattoo artists, painters, all this shit, whoop de wop. And it's like if you think about it, there's like other people in other worlds, like they only kick it on with like doctors. There's doctors that
Yeah.
only kick it with doctors.
People
So
only in
true.
the medical
Like,
field. Yeah,
like,
for
So
sure.
true.
Chefs
Every
only
Cops
kick it with
only kick it
chefs.
with cops.
Yeah,
like,
cops only
yeah.
kick it with cops. It's crazy.
Sabi.
We only kick it with creatives, so when I'm not around creatives, it's really weird. I'm like, what?
Well, you ain't got nothing going on. You ain't trying to make something.
You're not struggling. You're not a starving artist.
You're not a
you got
starving
real job?
artist.
That's what's up. That's
could be
Okay, cool.
What?
Are you getting on
be by 6?
I like
Shit,
that.
that's
That's cool.
crazy.
I quit my 9 to
Yeah.
5 to do this shit. Honestly,
Okay.
my 9 to 5 wasn't a 9 to 5 though. My 9 to 5 was.
It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying, man? This is a fire episode. That's why it's a fire ass episode.
My 9 to 5, I was managing a hotel in Monterey, and I worked like 20-hour days, night shifts, right? And they were working my ass, and that's where I told her, I was like, yo, I remember calling her before, like probably like a couple weeks before I stopped working. I was like, yo, my soul's dying here, because I was still apprenticing, like,
Yeah.
so I would go 20 hours a day. Makes no sense. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it's true. At one point, I was like, yo, just give me a room right here. I got to drive all the way back to Salinas and then come back to Monterey. Like, I'm tired. This shit's dangerous. So I remember telling her one time, I'm like, yo, calling her, like, heated. Like, I can't do this shit no more. Because when I would be awake, I would try to go apprentice her. Like, I would try to go learn what I could at the shop or be at the shop.
You'd be too tired.
I would fucking die.
Yeah.
I was dying. Like, I was literally just dying. I was getting skinny as fuck for no reason.
You would pull through though every time.
I did. I would pull through, but like I just felt like I have a kid too, so it's like my kid, she understands greatly like what the fuck's going on. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't shelter her in any type of way. This is the real world. I don't want her to hit her later and she'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. You know.
Yeah, no. So I tell her, like, she knew when I was home I would sleep, but I felt like a piece of shit because I was no longer spending time with my kid. She was just there chilling next to me as I'm passed out like a zombie. I'm like, I can't do this shit no more. It was a good job too. I got paid like $23 an hour, $23 an hour plus like OT. I was like, I can't do this. Stopped completely, and I was like, yo, I'm going all in this shit. I'm committing to this shit. Like, this is how serious I am now.
That's
like,
right.
ain't no going back. Ain't no looking back. That's a great job. That's a really good job, comfortable job, chilling, comfortable. But where the fuck is comfortable gonna get you?
And how long ago was that?
I was well, like
A year
probably-
ago now. I
Nah,
would say so.
nah, probably like a couple months ago. Completely.
Since you quit the job,
Since I quit that job, I was like a couple months ago, like 5 months ago maybe.
and since you did that, shit been on the up and up.
It's scary.
How's your soul? Is it
Yeah,
reviving?
I feel good. I feel good. It's scary. It's a scary feeling, like knowing like this is what I'm committing my life to. This is what I'm committing my soul to. Like, I feel good about it, right? But the other day, I've had my first breakdown about it. Like, no one tells you about that. She did tell me, like, yo, there's gonna be times where you're gonna get in your head and you're gonna be this.
Have you guys heard that song "False Prophets" by J. Cole?
Yeah.
It feels like that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like no one tells you like how it is until you're like already in it.
And
You
it's
know
like,
what I
fuck,
mean?
why didn't no one fucking let me know?
Yo,
Like,
Yeah,
What
you
it
know,
was?
and it's kind of like I don't know. It's crazy.
It was after this Nipsey tattoo is when I literally after we did finish this, like, old girl gave her soul to this shit, right? Like she put in effort. This is her art.
That was like my first portrait.
and it's her
That's my
first
first
portrait.
portrait, yeah.
And it's like
That's
someone
hard.
came at her sideways, like, that shit's trash. I'm like, whoa, like, you can give your heart to something, and there's gonna be people that are just gonna be like, yo, that shit was trash. Even though you put your heart into it, people are still gonna come for your neck, like, nah, that's weak,
Yeah.
that's whack. And it's like, who the fuck are they? But at the same time, it's gonna eat at you. It's gonna get at you. you
Yeah,
feel
of
me?
course, because I mean we're artists and we're sensitive about our art.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell
exactly.
yeah.
So like on my way home, I'm driving from Monterey to Salinas. I'm driving, and all of a sudden, boom! Like I just snap. I'm like, yo, like I just want to take care of my people one day. I just want to fucking live out my dream. I want to do this. I want to do that. But at the same time, like, folk are really gonna come for me. Like, can I handle it? Like, I just in my head, like. In my head deep, like just like low key crying on my way home, like having a cool little mental breakdown. Like I gave up a good ass job for this shit. Could I do it? I could do it. Can I? I don't know. Like arguing with myself.
It's like the fear of the unknown.
It's
feel
the
like,
fear of the
you know,
unknown.
for
Yeah.
me,
Because
for sure.
when you have a regular job making good money, you know you're gonna get your check at whatever at the end of the week or every
You
2
already
weeks.
know, yeah.
Woo, you know it's coming for sure.
Yep.
But with the art,
I'm really relying on this shit to pay
and
my
having
bills.
a family on top of
And
all
then,
that
yeah,
shit.
then I have it, like, yeah, like I said, I
I don't.
have a
At least
kid.
I don't have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like I don't have like a little human being like looking up to me, like, oh, you know what? Like
Yeah,
nah,
my little
like,
human being
yeah.
gasses the fuck out of me. She be at
Yeah,
my
that's
kid's a private school
stressful.
kid. I should be at private
hey, make some noise,
school like. My kid be
yeah.
at private school like, yeah, my mom's a tattoo artist.
Hey,
And then I
that's
show up
what's
to
up.
private school like looking the way I do, and everyone's like,
with all like the fucking carrots.
And you take
Oh,
all the
yeah.
yeah. That's
And
right,
what's
that's
even
right.
worse is that it's a Catholic school. Everyone's like,
They're all blessing themselves when you walk by
like,
and shit.
It's like, hey, don't look at me. I'm raising my daughter the right way.
yeah,
you know?
they're like, I'm the youngest mom there for sure.
Yeah.
Like they're looking at me, so I'm like, you know, my fucking kids in Catholic.
She married. Girl,
He said, Luke what? Luke what?
Her husband.
You're like, you know, she ain't married, sis. Like,
It's recess. She's just drying off people. Like,
my kid would come to the shop after school. That's when I was in my apprenticeship. So I pick her from school, go to the shop. My kid would be in the back of the shop doing her homework, going to the shop owner like, can I get a tattoo today? And he would stencil like
Okay.
the tattoo.
Little stencils on
She'd
her.
keep it, right? She'd keep it for the next day to go to school and be like, show all her friends, yeah, my mom's a tattoo artist. Look at this. And I'm like, dude, shut up all loud. Like, why are you so loud? But she loves it. She loves it. And I'm
That's
like,
good.
that feels good. It
Yeah.
feels good. Like, my kid's proud of me. She wasn't bragging that I was a fucking receptionist somewhere. Like, she
Yeah.
wasn't bragging on me then, but
You're-
the fact that I'm a
yeah, hell
tattoo
yeah.
artist, my kid's like, oh, yeah, I'm a tattoo artist. What's your mama do?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him, sis.
Yes. I feel like that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
my kid's proud of me. My
Yeah.
kid supports me.
So who cares what other people think, man? You got
Hell
your
yeah.
you got your little one
My
looking up to
circle,
you. Yeah.
my sister's like, she's great. She works out every day. She goes to school. She's a student. She's A1 on her shit. Her opinion matters to me the most. And she told me like, yo, I'm so proud of you. You're out here fucking being a runner, track star, chasing your dreams. I'm proud of you. Like, keep going. And I didn't think I would have got that reaction out of her, but I did. And I was like, yeah, I feel good. I'm doing what I need to do. Like, I'm good. I got this shit. So it's like the support of your people really matters, honestly.
So we kind of running on. We damn near getting into
We
an
down
hour.
there talked the whole hour of just the intro.
It's all
So
good,
for the
it's all
next
good.
10 minutes, just what's next for y'all? You know what I mean? Like, any
Oh, can we
plans?
go
any
overtime
goals?
today? Can we go overtime today?
We can do
no?
it.
Please, June.
I'm going to the restaurant right quick though.
So what's next with y'all though?
For me, I'm trying to start traveling, and then within like a year or two, I want to open up my own little like private studio.
And would that be here or would that be somewhere else?
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, so I have a brother that lives in Sacramento. You know what I mean? So I could either go out there. I just want to travel. Like, it'd be cool to stay here because this is where I'm from. Like, it'd be nice to, you know what I mean? Like, have like keep my home base. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
still be able to go like anywhere and be able to tattoo. You know what I mean? So I just want to hit conventions. That's my like next thing is like I just want to travel, hit as many conventions as I can, build up my clientele like wherever I go, and then from there like just fucking if I want to go to fucking LA or Arizona
Timbuktu.
or whatever, you know what I mean? I'll be able to go and like be able to like make a living off of it, you know?
Like with conventions, I know certain people take like, oh look, this is somebody who I've done most of my work on. They go ahead and they show them off. There's just somebody that you go ahead and take
Yeah,
with
right
you.
here. Her.
Whoa.
Okay.
For sure.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Right
there's
before
hella
the
shit on
pandemic,
me.
yeah, right before the pandemic, the last convention we went to was the Santa Cruz convention, because that's cool because it's local, so your clients can drive up, you know. But yeah, that shit was crazy. It was
Yo, we
like I
had a
took
great-
her,
yeah.
like a bunch of other artists came and shit. Like I was able to like walk around with her and like show off like like I've done a lot of work on her
Like
leg
I'm a
and
walking
stuff,
billboard.
you know.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
so it was just cool. Like people would stop and like talk to her about her work, and then I was right there, like, oh yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool.
Definitely had to be like half naked, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, especially like
At that time,
mean,
I was in A1 shape. It was pre-pandemic. So I was
Pre-pandemic.
like, yeah, we out
like
here.
the
I'm booty shorts,
following week
nothing.
we went on lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, literally like the week after. That's when like I don't know if you guys remember when the pandemic first came. Like
Yeah.
a ship docked in Santa
was-
Cruz with a fucking
With a bunch
Oh,
of people with
yeah.
COVID. Yeah.
COVID.
It was
Yeah,
that
we
weekend.
with COVID. I'm
It
like,
was
why
that
Santa
weekend.
Cruz? Why
And
y'all
we had
come
went
out?
like downtown and partied and shit, and we're like, dude, we were like in the middle of all that shit, and
Yeah.
like that's crazy.
No
to think
fucks
that-
given. We were going balls
Hell
to the
no,
wall.
yeah.
We had we were both paid. We had it good. We were just like shots on us. We were running amok in
Yeah.
downtown Santa Cruz. Like literally, we ran
That's,
amok.
yeah, that was my first time being out there down there like that, and I was like, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was many as fuck. I'll never forget that time. I was she gave me my first like convention experience. It was in Santa Cruz.
cool.
It was
Shout out to Santa
dangerous.
Cruz.
Shout out Santa Cruz.
Shout out
Dope,
to
dope.
that shit was
It was
lit.
crazy.
So we know what you want to do. Lena, what's next?
What do you mean? What's next?
What was next? What you plan on doing next? You know what I mean? Are you gonna run with Bethany and just go on the convention? Well, what's the word called? Conventions.
Conventions.
There you go.
Shows.
That's my plan. I mean, I just plan on improving. Like, I'm a little baby. Like I said, I'm barely like crowning out of the womb right now. Like, I'm nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just plan on just getting better, improving myself. Like, just fucking learning and experiencing all this life that I'm not used to, and just growing as an artist. That's all I want. That's all I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Just growing. That's it. I just want to grow more. That's really it. Like, hopefully I could become a great tattoo artist one day. That's the goal. So I'm just out here learning.
Ain't no hopefully, it's you will.
Yeah.
You will
Show
for
right.
sure.
You show right. You show right.
Ain't no hopefully.
You show
Yeah, I
right.
mean- I mean, I've been
I ain't
go-
got no
yeah.
choice no more.
Yeah, I've been
There's
going to the same
answer, but-
barber for like 7 years. He showed me like a picture back then when he first started cutting my hair. You fucked my shit up mad times, but now
He's like,
you
look.
like,
Shout out
look,
to
man,
people
hey,
that allow me to fuck them up.
He's like, hey, Mickey, man, I don't know why you used to. I don't know why you're okay with this back in the day.
Like, hella cut marks.
You were rocking that shit tough.
yeah, I was proud. I went back with no hat. Like, you know what I mean, I would go back with no hat and shit.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
Man. Well, if people want to hit you up, maybe get tatted from you guys, like how can they reach y'all?
I'm on Instagram. It's Bethany Rose _tattoo.
I'm on IG as Nina Out West _ because we out west. West.
There you go. Hit them up. Hit them up. Hit them up.
yes, sir, yes, sir. I don't know if we have extra time, but not to take anything away from anybody, but I did have a special announcement.
You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. I don't know who the father is. Mari. I can swear it's him, Mari.
I got 29 kids.
You know what I'm saying? Once like it's not the father, you know, they run back.
Again, the run off.
Hey, you know what? I salute the cameraman that be chasing them too. Like, no, you're not gonna get.
Got the fucking.
No, you're not be getting away with this.
That's how you
That's a
know.
Chewy.
But yeah.
He's like, it's me.
Shit, it's been 4.5 years since I came out with a project, and I'm just so happy and relieved to announce that my album Exordium 2 is officially now on music streaming platforms.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to go get that, just type in Miggy Exordium. I believe it's EXDORIUM and 2.
Let me see. Let me find
Yeah,
out.
it should be on Spotify now. It should be on Apple. It should be on Tidal.
So it's iTunes because I don't have Spotify.
iTunes. It should be
no,
every
it
streaming. Every
it
streaming.
should be on all streaming platforms. It was just always difficult, just because being an artist.
It's about time, mate.
I feel like
There we go.
I feel like when it comes to artists, their mind is the most powerful weapon, but it's also their worst enemy at the same
Straight
time.
up.
Like
We're
you're
just
blessed
having
with,
that
like, a curse
conversation.
kind of
Blessed with a curse. You always want to
Creatively cursed.
Yeah, you always want to make your music or your art in general just as perfect as it can be,
For sure.
and that's why it took so long. So I'm finally happy that now this is out. I've been meaning to get this out for like at least since the last project I dropped. I've been meaning to get this out, so I'm just happy that it's out now, and I'm just excited for the future projects because I feel like, the more you do it, the more you feel like you get better, and so I'm just more excited for that.
You see them
go.
first two.
Yeah,
Meg with
okay.
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah,
What's
Benny the
up?
Butcher on the intro.
People who don't know who Benny the Butcher is, man, y'all should Google him. It's a big deal, especially for his name being on this album. So this is dope, man. This is dope. I had no idea. This is news to me.
It's news to me,
Well,
man.
yeah. You know what I mean, I wanted to keep it under wraps. I'm pretty good at that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, man. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah,
Thank you.
hell yeah.
Appreciate
That's
it.
what's up.
Yes. So, you know what I mean? For all the artists out there, regardless of what you do. I feel like this was the party. But we'll see. We'll
No, but
see.
for real.
Yeah, real turn up.
We'll see, man. But you know what I mean? Shout out to every artist, you know what I mean? Wherever the art is, you know what I mean? Shout out to you, man. Just keep doing what
I
you
see
do.
what I
He
see
said,
what
we're
you
the
did.
culture.
You know what I mean? We the culture, man. Always do what you feel what is right, no matter what people say.
Feed your soul.
Shout out to the artist,
yes.
wherever the art is.
You know what I'm saying?
That was poetic.
Over the head with it.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying, man? I just needed my man to repeat the line. I didn't have to repeat it.
Featuring Ronsta on the outro.
Featuring Rated R Ronsta. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, that was some Dr. Seuss shit. She said,
That was poetic.
Poetic, prolific. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once again, I want to thank our special guest for coming through tonight, man. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Honestly,
it was
thank you.
great. I
Thank you,
was
guys.
fucked up here on accident.
It's all good. That's what we do here.
I don't know.
That's why we got the hardwood floors.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
I'm
I'm
going
saying?
home. I gotta go. I'm head out.
Man, I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Thanks for
Always,
having me.
always. Y'all always welcome to
Yeah.
come back whenever you're ready.
Say
Know.
that. I'm gonna fuck up your wires now.
All right, man. Until next time,
Till next
slide
time.
through.
Slide
Slide
through.
through.
Yes, sir.